3, 2, 1.
Shit. Hi. Oh my god.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That was awful. Don't speak to me.
Okay, well, this is a terrible intro, but fuck it. I'm with Christian again.
Hi.
It's been a while.
I'm back.
It's been a while.
I was in a hiatus.
Was the last video we did the trade deadline from like 2 trade deadlines ago?
Maybe.
It's been a while.
It has been. I don't know if it's blinking for you, but for me, this is blinking like a bitch.
I'm all good over here. What the hell are you doing on your computer?
It's,
All right.
drugs.
We're doing a mock draft. We haven't planned anything out in advance, so do you want odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay, you want even Stevens. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go first. This is my personal big board we are using. I have control of it. Does anybody want to trade up for the first overall pick? Any of your even teams want to move up at all? I'm fielding calls.
Nah.
All right. Well, let's get
Fuck your pick.
Let's get this shit started. Okay, so I am the Jags, and there's a bunch of good edge rushers in this class, and I'm just saying that my favorite edge rusher in this class, and someone I think that because they already have Josh Allen and they have K'Lavon Chase on, they can reach for a guy who has traits, and they don't need an instant impact starter day one because they already have some impact starters. They can get a guy who has the highest upside of the edge class. So I'm going to take Kayvon Thibodeau, edge out of Oregon. Your move, bitch.
It is my move. I am moving right now.
I can scroll. I can look up any position you want me to do.
Yeah. So I might continue with the recent trend that's been going on.
Are you thinking Malik Willis at 2?
I'm not thinking Malik Willis.
All
What
right.
I am thinking though is I don't know if you've seen recent mock drafts that have done this, but Trayvon Walker, I've seen multiple times going at number 2.
Trayvon Walker. I got to scroll for him.
Ahead of Kayvon Thibodeau.
Hold on. Trayvon Walker is down here for me.
Why do you have to scroll? What the hell? Oh, because it's yours.
It's mine, yeah.
I forget.
Did you see the video I made ranting about Trayvon Walker?
Yeah.
That has a lot of dislikes.
I'd imagine being that a lot of mocks are now having him going at 2nd overall.
I understand he's like this super athlete, but like he didn't do anything at Georgia. Like he had no production. If I'm gonna take an edge and bank on his traits, why would you not take Thibodeau, who has better traits? Like he didn't test at the combine, but like since Walker had this amazing combine, okay, like what does that have to do with the lack of production he had on film?
I mean, hey, he has an inch. He has an inch on him.
So who are you taking? Who are you taking with the trade? You taking?
I think I'm going based off of what I think they're gonna do rather than what I would do. So I think they'd go. They could go Walker.
What would you do though?
I would go Thibodeau.
But Thibodeau's gone.
Huh?
I drafted Thibodeau already.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm used to everyone stating Aiden Hutchinson would go first. I just assumed that you did.
I like Thibodeau more than Hutchinson. I think Hutchinson's more of a day one impact with a lower ceiling than Thibodeau. So I thought Jags could use, since they already have Josh Allen and other edge rushers, they don't need a guy with a higher floor and a lower ceiling. They need a guy with a higher ceiling to come in and grow into the mold they need.
If that happens and the Jags pick Thibodeau, I think Detroit would be stupid to not pick Aiden Hutchinson then.
All right, so you're taking Hutchinson.
I think that would be dumb. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I didn't. Yeah, this is what you get for not paying attention. This is already.
I was pulling shit up. I wasn't prepared. I had to prepare myself.
This is already going off. Bang.
Past me.
All right. Does anybody want to trade up for a quarterback? Yeah, I mean, the Giants might, or an offensive tackle. You could jump the Jets, Giants, and or Panthers for a tackle. If anybody wants a tackle, first pick. Going once, twice.
I might. I might stay away from trades, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any potential trades for my team.
If that's the case, I'm going to take just best player available because the Texans are not a good football team, and I'm going to take Kyle Hamilton.
Okay.
Best player. When you're as bad overall as the Texans are, you just need to pick up talent everywhere. They have nowhere where they can't add talent.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong.
All right. You are the Jets.
Yuck. And said no one ever. No one ever wanted to be the Jets, but here we are. I think the Jets are also in a state where they're just bad and just need help.
I feel like they're better off than the Texans are, but there's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're picking 4 and 10.
Yeah. I feel like going one offense and one defense with these picks is kind of the move. I could go a corner, but I feel like
there's no way the top 3 corners are gone by the time it gets to you. So you're gonna have your pick of the top 3 corners once it gets to 10.
Right. So it's easy to bet on that. But they also might want to go receiver at 10.
That is also,
and no receivers are going to be gone as well. I feel like they could a little bit of a reach for I think Stingley. I think Stingley will go before Gardner.
Okay, I agree. I like Stingley more. Obviously, Gardner's not down here at 15. Stingley was my number 5 player. So. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with this selection. Number 5, the Giants. I get 2 picks in the next 3. Okay, this is an unpopular opinion, and this could happen on draft day. So Brian Dable's the coach of the Giants, right?
Right.
Brian Dable doesn't like to run the football. And they need offensive tackle help. So if you're Brian Dable and you want a pass protecting lineman, you go get the best pass protecting lineman in this draft class. Charles Cross, baby. First tackle off the board. All right.
You're gonna get a flood of dislikes again. Just for that. Okay. Word. I mean,
can I fix this? I don't know how to. No, that's not what I wanted.
What are you trying to fix?
I'm just trying to find a good. Our faces are covering everything.
Oh
well.
Maybe you just suck.
Maybe I do.
It's okay. I swallow. All right. So Carolina's next. Carolina's next. I think that
they've had a different starting left tackle every season since 2014.
They have. Yeah,
but they also have Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback.
That's where my mind was going. Either O-line, since the 2 what most people would say best O-linemen are still available.
Hold on. I'm not saying Charles Cross is the best offensive tackle. I'm saying he's a pure pass blocker, and Brian Dable would much rather pass the ball than run the ball. Even when Josh Allen wasn't at his best, Brian Dable would rather throw the ball than run the ball. I mean, they also have great backs, but they're also talking about trading Saquon, so I think that's kind of what he's trying to lean towards. That's just his system.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking here, are they going to go more off need or more off the talent available? Because if they go off talent available, then they'll get, I feel like Evan Neal will go before Akeem. But if they go off need, I think they need a quarterback.
Do you think they trade for Baker or Jimmy? They're the favorites to land Baker right now.
They're the favorites to land Baker.
Even though Robbie Anderson doesn't want it to happen.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't want it to happen. I feel like they'll miss out on Baker.
So
I feel like they'll miss out on Baker.
You want to look at the quarterbacks?
So I think they just go Kenny Pickett.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, what's his face? Matt Rule recruited him to Temple, so I definitely I think that would be their quarterback of choice. He's not my QB1, but I can see him being the first quarterback off the board. All right, I am the Giants now. I got my left tackle or my right tackle, wherever you want to play.
I really hope you make a good pick. I have a friend who's from New York who's a Giants fan, and I really plan to show him this after.
Oh
see
God!
His thoughts.
All right. So we're looking for a defensive end. I'm looking at an edge player, right? And they just drafted a kind of like a speedy edge kind of guy, like a guy from Georgia, speedy edge guy last year, and Azeez Ojulari. So they have the speed on one end, and I'm thinking they want to go with more base, reduced kind of edge. And I'm thinking a lot of people would jump on the chance to draft Trayvon Walker here. I don't think Trayvon Walker's a first-round pick. People will punch me in the mouth for saying that. Apparently, they don't like me when I said that. So, but this fuck them. This is my mock draft. I'm taking Karlaftis. You can take Walker if you want, but Karlaftis, he's a big body guy. He reduces down inside. He's maybe not as athletic as Trayvon Walker, but I think he's a better technician. He had better production. I just think he was overall a better football player on the field, on tape, than Trayvon Walker was. So, I mean, you can project Trayvon Walker to be this amazing edge player, but I think Karlaftis is overall a better player right now. And I don't know if I don't trust this coaching staff to develop Walker.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I have Falcons next.
Give me a second. What if I let me just take a look at who do I own the picks for? Okay, no, we're not looking that far back. No, okay, you can make you can make your pick. You can make your pick. I was thinking maybe I was trying to see if anyone wanted to jump the Seahawks to ensure they get Malik Willis, but I have Washington, who has Carson. I have the Chargers. No. Texans, they're not going to want to. I was debating the Eagles or the Saints, but I think the reason the Saints made that trade was to add around Jameis, not to replace him. Eagles are going to stick with Jalen Hurts, and I think after that, there's not enough ammunition.
Okay. Well, since I'm keeping this pick,
Atlanta also needs. I would put money on Atlanta getting the first overall pick next year. Like,
okay.
They need everything.
Yeah.
Do one of your teams want to trade? I mean, you have for quarterback needy teams. You could make the case for the Saints. You could make the case for the Steelers.
Right.
Titans, if they really wanted to go balls to the wall, but I don't think they would.
I don't see the Titans, no.
I think the only realistic one would be Steelers, maybe Saints. Maybe that's why the Saints went with 2 picks in this draft, is to secure Malik Willis. But I think Steelers would be the most likely team to trade up if they were going to. If not, I would just say take best player available.
I think if the Steelers were to trade up, they'd have a better chance trading with the Jets, no, since they have 2 picks.
Right, but
they already have their guy.
But the Jets are after the Seahawks. And I mean, I'm the Seahawks, so you don't know. You're the Steelers, right? You're 20. I'm the Seahawks. You don't. I'm not telling you if I'm going to take Malik Willis or not. I might. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I will. So it's up to you if you want to make that jump to try to get in front of us to get him, because we might take him. He might not be there at 20.
Right. I kind of feel like they don't. A part of me feels like the Seahawks don't. I feel like they roll with a bridge for a year. They don't draft.
Did you just call Drew Lock a bridge?
Drew Lock
a bridge to what? A bridge to, they don't have anything bridging to. They don't have the future on the roster.
To another top 10 pick because they suck. But I mean, I for some reason I just feel like they're not going to go quarterback this draft.
Okay, so then who?
Or at least in the first round.
So if you're not worried about me taking a quarterback out with the Seahawks, who is Atlanta taking?
I think Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta might go skill position.
Okay, you want to go wide receiver?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see your wide receiver list because I've saw a lot that have Drake London going. See a lot that have Garrett Wilson going.
I would float this out there, right? We know Atlanta's going to suck, right?
Right.
So what bad teams will usually do, which I think is a smart idea, it's what the Titans did with Jeffrey Simmons, was they will draft the hurt players like a Jameson Williams. And they'll draft them because, it'll help them lose more games because their first-round pick isn't going to be producing for them. And then they basically they'd let him rehab as long as he wants to, and then as soon as he gets healthy enough at the end of the year, let him go out there, get the people excited, and then next year you're basically having 2 first-round picks at the start of training camp. So I would advocate Jameson Williams here, but Garrett Wilson is the better receiver.
Is Atlanta smart enough? Like, do we trust Atlanta to do that?
You have to remember, this is also the Arthur Smith offense, where they like heavy play action. Yeah. They like the big body guys, like an A.J. Brown. So they might not want to go for the smaller, skinnier Williams as well. They might want to go for I don't think they take Traylon. If you like Drake London enough to take him here, go right ahead. I can see why you'd want to. I wouldn't make the pick, but I can see why people would want to.
Yeah, I feel like they would. I feel like they would go Drake London here.
All right, Drake London from USC. All right, I am the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see. I think
now the Steelers are shaking in their boots, waiting to see the pick.
Yeah. I mean, who realistically would take Willis if it's not the Seahawks? Like Washington?
Unless Pittsburgh waits to see what happens at number 9,
right?
And then have Jets on the line at 10.
You could, because you'd be worried about. So yeah, if you were like 9, we're not going to jump up to 8, but we'll jump up to 10 because the Jets already got the first pick. Okay, that's smart. I can see that. The Steelers are a smart organization. As the Seahawks, we just lost Dwayne Brown. We have the weapons, but I don't know if they're going to still be here by the time we get our quarterback. We needed to build up an offense and structure for when we eventually do draft a quarterback. So I'm not going to go quarterback. Cornerback is a really popular one here, but Evan Neal is still on the board. OT1. OT1. I'm grabbing him. Put him at left tackle. He could play left tackle, right guard. That's what he all played at Bama, which means he could also probably play left guard. I wouldn't be surprised if he could play center, but you wouldn't want to draft a center this high anyway. So, I mean, I think that you're just building up your structure. This is a punt year. You got Drew Lock as your quarterback. You just build up the offense as best you can for whenever you get C.J. Stroud or who's the Bama? Bryce Young. If you get one of those 2 guys next season. Because you got the ammo from the Russ trade, so you might as well. All right, Jets at 10. Is this the Steelers trade? You'd be trading with yourself.
Right.
You've taken Derek Stingley. I mean, 2 tackles have gone. If you want, I mean, you still have like Trevor Penning and you still have Ike McQuanu. You can, if you think you can land one of them at 20, you'd have to hope they got past the Saints and the Ravens, though. Probably the Texans as well. There's a lot of teams that want to take tackle. So you're either you could trade back here and take a punt on tackle and just hope Mekhi Becton develops and grab one of one of those right tackle specific kind of guys later down the draft board. So I mean that could be a move, or you could just, if you have a guy you really like, just go ahead and take him. Or if you want to trade back and then get a wide receiver, that's another thing you could do. Because if you're looking for wide receiver at 10, I guarantee you'll have, there's not going to be more than 2 wide receivers going off the board before you at 20. Like the Eagles. Eagles, Chargers, Saints are like 3 spots that might take wide receivers.
Yeah, I think the Jets are gonna go one defense, one offense. We already have our defense with Stingley. I think they go offense, and if they're gonna go offense, I think they go wide receiver, and I feel like they can afford to trade back. Do you have?
There's a trade button right here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
so
swag.
So who was offering the picks?
I think the Steelers try to go up to get there,
and then to the Jets.
Quarterback of the future.
All right. What are the Steelers giving up?
Obviously they're going to trade firsts.
Okay, obviously. Do you want to package next year's first in there as well?
What do they have? What
They have so this is the Steelers picks: first, second, third, fourth,
Right.
sixth, seventh, seventh. You can go all the way back to 2024 if you want.
what do they have next year?
They have all their original picks.
They have all their originals.
I feel like you'd have to give up another first.
Probably throw in that first, and then go back to 2021.
Okay.
Do you think they take that straight up, or do you think they would have to swap a later pick?
I think you could swap them. I think a third, fourth, like your third for their fourth, but that might be a little aggressive. Or your fourth for their fifth, you'd be moving back. They'd be moving up 8 picks. Like you did 4 for their 5.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Jets are evaluating the offer.
Ooh. Oh.
There you go. Steelers are now on the clock at 10.
Holy shit! They're getting their
Pittsburgh Steelers have traded up for quarterback. Who are you selecting at quarterback, sir? Remember, you have Mitchell Trubisky on contract for 2 years. You have 2 years of Mitch the Bitch.
Selecting all.
All right, QB1. I like to see it. Okay, I am Washington.
You are Washington.
Are we rolling with this predictively, like what we're predicting is going to happen, or are we going to do what we want to do, like what we would do in the situation?
I'm kind of doing a mixture of both.
Okay, because there's something I would want to do in this situation. There's also something I think would actually happen. I think in reality, Washington would stay here and just pick.
Mm-hmm.
But in my brain, no, I'm gonna punt that. Never mind. Don't listen to what I'm saying. We're just gonna make a pick here because I'm gonna wait till 13. I'm gonna wait till 13 to make my decision. So Washington, they need a wide receiver outside of Terry McLaurin. I know they have some guys with they have Curtis Samuel and stuff like that. They do have to replace their cornerback situation. I'm not a big fan of their corners. They could use a slot. So the fact that they need a slot and just overall looking at the players on the board, could take a straight up corner. Andrew Booth Jr. has some health concerns. He has a bunch of like 3 different injuries right now, so I don't think I'll take him. Trent McDuffie, I could, but I think I'm going to go Jalen Petrie, safety from Baylor, one of my favorite players in this draft class. Absolute beast, slot corner kind of safety, played basically like dime linebacker for Baylor. I'm pretty sure Washington rolled, like they got rid of Landon Collins, so he'd come in, be their strong safety, come down, be their slot corner, and then just add to that defense to hopefully pull some games out their ass when Carson Wentz throws 17 picks. All right, Minnesota. Who's the new man on the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, they get some help in that abysmal secondary, is what I think.
All right, so who you looking at? You want corner or safety?
I think they're going to go corner, and then I think they're going to go best available, which I think they'll see Sauce Gardner as best available at this point. I think they'll have him graded higher than McDuffie and Booth.
Okay, so you're going Gardner?
I think I'm going to go with Gardner for them.
Okay, so you good, because you had me shitting myself. Because this was the move I was going to make at 11. This was the move I was going to make at 11.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was this after seeing their press conference today?
No, what happened at the press conference?
No, McDermott made a joke about wanting to trade up so that he didn't have to stress during the entire draft waiting for it to get to his pick.
Well, we're going to record something after this. We're talking about different Bills scenarios, but I think trading up is very realistic. Texans trading down, they just need to get more picks. And my favorite corner fit for the Bills is still on the board, so let's go. Trent McDuffie, baby. Trent motherfucking McDuffie. Love Trent McDuffie. Love me some Jalen Petrie. Right. Love me some Trent McDuffie.
What did each team give up?
I gave up first, and we swapped first, and I gave them our third.
Gotcha. All right.
So
not terrible.
I mean, I think it's a fair enough trade, but the machine obviously thinks it's a fair trade.
Yeah, the machine does. I mean, because they already had. Who did we have them drafting before?
So I mean, I had
They already had the Texans. I mean,
if I wanted, yeah. So if they already took Kyle Hamilton, right? So
it was Kyle Hamilton. Yeah.
So they took best player. Took best player available. Now they're trading back, getting more assets, an extra third. And I'm the Bills, and I see Philly, Saints, Chargers, even Jets, who are back at 20. Well, they already took a corner, so never mind. But the Patriots, the Cardinals, the Cowboys, all of them could take cornerback realistically. And once the Vikings didn't take my CB1 on my board, I'm going up there and jumping everybody to get my guy.
And if I'm the Texans, I'm thinking I'm probably eyeing O-line.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Linderbaum still available. There's Green, Penning.
You got Ikem Ekwonu still on the board.
Yeah, there are a lot of good O-linemen that are still available. Zion Johnson's going to be available later, probably. All of those guys are probably one of those guys
is going to fall.
Any of them are solid O-linemen. So as long as you get one of them,
right,
to help.
I doubt none of them. I doubt all of them are gone by 25.
Right. So I think that's safe enough for them to play.
All right, Baltimore is up.
Baltimore.
I mean, I know where I would go with this pick. What are you thinking?
I think I don't remember how much offensive help they got over free agency.
They lost.
Right now, I'm eyeing D-line, but that depends on how much help they got.
I'm just saying Alejandro Villanueva retired, and they traded Orlando Brown, so they could use some offensive tackle help. Ekwonu or Penning would be big. I personally like Penning more, but Ekwonu also played right tackle, so I mean, you can, right tackle. So you can put either of them in at right tackle and be fine. I can't imagine either of them on that Ravens offensive line. That'd be kind of terrifying. The website is saying that interior D line is the biggest need for them. You still have Jordan Davis on the board, so you could always go with that. There's still plenty of cornerbacks. So I mean, you can go with what you think. I don't see a reason why anybody would trade up in this scenario.
I don't either. I think their secondary is fine, at least in regards to a first-round pick. I think that it would have to be one of the lines. It's just a matter of which one. So they probably go best player available. It's just what player do they have as best available. I'd assume that might be Akeem. They might just go straight talent at this point. They might see him and just be like, okay, well, we can't pass on this guy.
That does tend to happen with them. They tend to just stumble into guys who fall for no reason.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go with Ikem Ekwonu?
Yeah.
All right. My first pick for the Eagles. So now we get to split Eagles and Saints. We both get to make a single pick for the each team. First pick on the board. I'm trying to look at what is a scarcity right now, because we've had 3 corners go. Right. I'm not ecstatic about that. Only 1 wide receiver, so I could wait on that. But the Saints and Chargers both are landing spots for receivers. But like I said, I'm kind of scared with how the corners are flying off the board right now. And it's between Booth and McCreary. I think I like McCreary's man coverage skills more, so I'm going to take him over Booth just because Booth has a double hernia, he has a knee problem, he has an ankle problem. And he didn't play that much in college. I mean, he was really good when he played, but he didn't have all those reps, and you don't know how he's going to rebound from that injury. So I mean, I'm just going to take the safer option, the healthy option, and somebody I personally value is not that far off of a player. So I took Roger McCreary.
All right,
Saints at 16.
Okay.
This could be a wide receiver spot. This could be a offensive tackle spot. They lost
Teron
Armstead. One of the best. Well, Ryan Ramczyk's a right tackle, but so they need a left tackle probably. They signed Daniel Sorensen, so they need a safety.
Yeah.
What are you gonna set me up with here, huh? What are you going to screw me with? Because if you're taking somebody here, I have to take something other than what you take.
I think I'd say that they don't trust the Chargers because the Chargers could go O-line.
They could. They could go D-line.
And I think that they might not try to leave it in the hands of the Chargers to not draft the guy that they want and wait until 19 to beef up the O-line.
Yeah.
So I think I might go Penning here.
All right, you want Penning?
I think I'm going to go Penning.
All right. That's the halfway point. This has already been going on for like half an hour, so we're going to cut there, and then we're going to start the next episode at 17.